Hi, everyone. It's Dallas Piana from Coaching Scaling Secrets on this Wednesday in October. And today I'm excited to talk about something that a lot of you are excited about listening to, how to revive a dead Facebook group. Okay. It needs CPR. It's not breathing. There's no engagement, right? But the question I have before I start is there no engagement or is there not enough people in there? Okay, so what do you think is assess your group? Is it there? It's filled with a lot of people, and by a lot I mean 250, 500 people, and there's no engagement, or there's nobody in there under 100 people. Okay, two things we're dealing with here. Okay, so jot it down below, and let me check and see. As you're hopping on, let me know what it is. Where's your group at? What is the status of your group right now? Are you under 100 people as members, or are you over 250, 500, and there's just no engagement? Okay, like none. All right. So let's talk about things you can do. First of all, you want to see if your mission and your vision is clear. Okay. Is it clear in your description of your Facebook group? All right. Does your banner, your name of your group represent what you are talking about in the group? Is there a match? Okay. So if people found your group and they got inside your group, are you providing value that is representative of the group name? Okay. If not, change it. Change the name of the group. It may need a facelift, the group, with a new name and a new cover photo, like a new image, something to spark. Hey, I'm just getting more energy into it just by making the change of the name of the group and your cover photo, and just changing it will get some excitement going on in the group. Okay, so if you're just hopping on, let me know. Is it because you have less than 100, 150 people in your group and nobody's responding to you? No one's participating, no one's engaging, no one is reacting to anything that you are putting out there as far as content, if it's post or lives, or do you have an abundance of people in there, 250, 500 people, and nobody is responding? Okay, there's like no engagement, it's flat. Okay, so let me know below in the message. Small group. So Kim, how many in the group? So how many in the group? So you can give it a facelift. So that's one thing you can do. There's other things we can do. All right. What I would do is, if you think about it, if someone is I'm a former nurse, right? So if somebody's unresponsive, you go over and you shake them up, Dallas, wake up, wake up. How are you? So what you need to do is become assertive and go into Messenger and use their answers to their questions when they, arrived into your group. Hopefully you transcribe those answers that they have to your questions. And you can say, I see you said this is your challenge. This is your struggle. Would you like a training? I have a great training on that. And if you don't have a training on that, make a training on that and stick it in the guide section. Okay? Would you like that? People need to be tapped. They need to be noticed. They need to be acknowledged in your group. I know so many of you because I've had private conversations with you. Now, you may not have bought my products. Maybe you did, some of them. Some of them you have bought my high-end products, my low-end products. But it doesn't mean I'm not talking to you. I'm constantly talking to people in Messenger that are in my group. I can't wait for them to talk to me. I got to find out, how can I serve them? How can I help them? What kind of lives can I do? What kind of trainings can I do? Right? The other thing you can do is go back and look at your posts and your lives and which ones got the most engagement on them when you first started out. Okay? Maybe you have veered too much off track with your message, with your value, with your trainings, with your education. Okay. For me, what I notice, a majority of people in the group are beginners, are novice, beginners, just starting out as coaches, just starting out with marketing online. So I've got to stay with the beginner training, not go off, once in a while go off and do something that is more advanced and you're not there yet. Okay, so I get no eyeballs, nobody's interested in that. So you want to make an assessment of everything you put out in your group and on your personal page. What kind of content got the most reactions from your ideal clients? And then do more of that. You can also do a poll in the group. You can also do, which is easy because you just go in and you can, it's already there for you. You just fill in the blanks and ask people, give them, 3 or 5 choices. What do you want training on? And give them an opportunity to write in other things that they may want a training on in the poll. And that will give you content to put out there. You can also do that on your personal page, but you've got to really hand write it out. So you have to do, you have to say, put in A, B, or C, or D, and then each one of those has a topic which you want more training on. Okay, and then you have to calculate it yourself. Where when you do a poll in the group, they do the calculation for you. They'll tell you right away how many people want, number 1, number 2, or number 3, and they actually put, as people are putting in their answers, the one that gets the most always goes to the top. Okay, so poll your people in your group. What do they want from you? Okay, look at how are they answering questions when they come into the group. Provide that kind of content, that kind of training. Educate, educate, educate. The more you educate, the more you're going to get eyeballs on you and you're going to get reaction and engagement. Okay? Now, no, certainly I have over here 1,500 people in this group, but only a small percentage, less than 1%, are engaging. And that's okay, because I know a lot of people are lurkers. A lot of people in here are more advanced, and that's okay. But you want to start giving out content and education to where they're at. Where is the majority of people? What do they want? What do they need from you? Okay? So ask. You can also do ask posts, questions in those call-out posts. You can ask people what kind of education or training they're looking for, and then they comment below. Okay, so that's another way. The other thing I would do is you've got to increase your promotion with what you're putting out there. So, for instance, for this live, I did an email last night to my email list telling everyone about the live today, what the content was. Not long, very, you can go back and look at it. Very, to the point. Remind people with the link to the group. I put out another one, shorter email today, an hour prior to this live. So I'm reminding people, you're nudging people, you're reminding people. People are busy. They need to be reminded, okay? I also put out, my assistant and I put out an event, a Facebook group event for every live we do, okay? And she invites 1,000 people that are in the group. So people, I know today 16 people were interested in hopping on the live, even though there's only 5 now. More people will watch the replay. And we will tag every single person that said they wanted to come to this, was a positive, like a yes or a maybe. We will tag in the live after I get off the live. Okay? So you've got to be assertive with your marketing. Is this making sense? Let me see what's going on here in the comments. Kim, 23. So, okay. Krista, 146. Yep. Okay. So you want nothing. You're not really going to get a ton of engagement till you hit 500 people in the group. Okay. So your primary focus should be lead generation. All right. You should be inviting people to be your friends. Use your personal page as your stepping stone. And then from personal page, you invite people into your group. Okay. You should be inviting up to, you guys that are on here, up to 50 people a day. Add a friend, 50 people a day. Because out of those 50, you might get 7 a day that say yes. And then maybe out of those 7, only 2 want to go into your group. But you need to do more aggressive, assertive, I'll say assertive, um, purposeful lead generation, building your audience. Okay? You need to do that every day. The more people you have in the group, the more chance you're going to have engagement. And it's going to revive it more, get the blood going. Okay, so we talked about your 3 questions. We talked about tapping people in Messenger. The other thing I would do right now is every single day, make it a habit to reach out to, if you're under 150 people, 3 to 5 people a day. If you can do more, do more. Hey, Dallas, I see you're in the group. How can I help you? What do you need? Where are you at with your business? Where are you at with your health? Where are you at with your plant-based diet? Are you being successful? Is it a roller coaster for you? Like, what's happening? Find out what's happening. Okay? Where do you want to go? A lot of people are in here and their business is a hobby. They don't want to put in the time and energy to make it a full-time career. Okay? But how do I know that is because I've talked to people in Messenger. I'm not really ready to let go of my corporate job. I'm not really serious. Okay? I'm not really serious about plant-based food. Or I'm not really serious about losing the 20 pounds. You see where people are at. Okay? Are they aware that they've got the problem? Are they aware that there is a problem? That's why they're in your group. And do they know there's a solution and that you have the solution for them? But the best thing to do is to start having private conversations in Messenger with people in your group. A little bit every day. Just get over there. Just start the conversation. You'll get more comfortable the more you do it, of asking questions. And just ask questions. Take the assessment of where they're at. Okay? So the other thing I would do is increase the number of lives you're doing a day. If you're just starting out, you should be doing lives like 2 to 3 times a week. And in the beginning, I was just spontaneous. It's the best way to get people to connect with you. Okay, see if they like you. See if they vibe. There's a chemistry between you and your audience. People will bubble up that want to connect with you. Okay, so do more trainings. Do more education. 20 minutes less, little short snippets of trainings. And be sure when you're done with the training that you put a title to it, because when people, if they weren't on live, when they're scrolling, they can see the title of your Facebook Live and decide, yes, I want to watch that. Okay? Hey, Therese. I want to watch that. So I would increase the number of lives. Okay? You've got to get the energy going. If there is a client that you've worked with, do an interview with that client as part of her live. What was their journey? What was their success? People love that. That's another way. Get some energy going. Okay. Ask questions, lead generation, lives, polls, Facebook Messenger, reach out to people, promote in your email every single live. I send out an email, create a template in your autoresponder, just change the topic, and all you have to do is change the date. And you let people know. You've got to let people know what's going on with you. Let them know. Because if you don't let people know what's happening in your group, they're going to go elsewhere. Somebody else is telling them what's happening in their group. Okay? So you've got to increase the amount of reach out that you're doing and promotion of your group and your expertise and what you have to offer. Is this making sense for you guys? I hope so. I hope so. Okay. So that's it in the nutshell. If after 3 months of going all in, all out, and there's nothing happening, and you have not been able to fill the group, you should be able to fill a group up to 500 people. It'll take you about 3 months, but if you do 50 a day, you can do this. Hi, Maria. You want to, if you still are, nothing is happening in that group, then hi, Bonita, I would just tell people, I would intend that you're going to shut it down, create another group, another name, banner, what's your mission, what's your vision for the group, what are you going to teach, who do you want to attract, maybe you attracted the wrong people, and let other people know that within a week you're shutting this group down, you're going to archive it, and that you have a new group, and if they would like to be invited to the new group, let you know. Okay? And then you can invite those that want to move over and start fresh. But before you do that, I, for 3 months, would do whatever I could to get that group going again. Okay? So, if you want real hands-on, step-by-step to work with me, you can join me and my other clients in my Client Accelerator Academy. It's a year-long program. It's a group program. You can move at your own pace, but they're twice a week. It's coaching calls. We start from the beginning, really flush out who you want to be working with, who is your ideal client. Really, you're going to know within 30 days the inside and out of your ideal client, backwards and forwards. You're going to know your ideal client better than they know themselves, okay? But that's part of marketing. You've got to know who you are talking to, who you're speaking to. And then from there, we start to look at content, build out content. We then go into 3 months of lead generation, building an audience, nurturing that audience, and really getting a lot of eyeballs and visibility on you and what you can offer these people. Okay? And what is your package? What is your offer? And how are you going to sell it? And then we open up a group and move people into the group, and then there's more activity in there, and then we get into conversion events and things like that. So this is a stepping stone in my program, okay? We just don't jump into conversion events. We start slow, and we build every day momentum on each day, the previous week, the previous month. It's about, majority of people that work with me start seeing high ticket buyers by the 4th month. Okay, that pays for working with me in the academy, and then they go on and expand. Okay, but it takes time to get the infrastructure in place. So if you're interested in that, contact me over in Facebook Messenger. It's paid in full, $7,200 for the year. But because of this group right now, today, and if you're watching the replay to this Facebook Live, I will knock off $1,000 if you pay in full, $6,200. But if you rather swing it month to month, it's $650 per month. Okay? So that's 2 coaching calls a week. There's also private coaching calls with me every month, at least one. There can be more, depending where you're at, what kind of help you need to get moving. Okay? We assess what you already have in place. So it's not, if you've got things in place already, we'll work from there and we'll fine tune it so that you actually create a marketing and sales machine so that you can generate ideal clients, get people eyeballs on what you teach, how you serve, and then promote your offers. So if that's something that speaks to you, you're like ready to go full time, you're like ready to build this kind of coaching business, then just tag, message me over in Messenger and let's have a conversation. And, we'll have a conversation on the phone because I want to make sure this is the right program for you and what your goals are. Okay. And I'll tell you, if it's not for you, I'll let you know, and I'll either guide you into something else or somebody else that can help you. All right. So that's what I have today. So let's get these groups going. Let's jumpstart them. Let's get the engagement up. Let's start inviting more people to be your friend. Yeah, I know most of you on here have already, optimized your personal page and then invite them into the group. But you've got to do it much more every day, routinely, and it becomes easy once you start getting a routine going. All right? All right, you guys, if you have any questions, just drop them below or contact me over in Messenger. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.